Today, we're going to talk about the best foods that you guys can eat to lose weight, keep it off, give you energy, and make you feel good for a long time into the future. Because of course, the goal is not just to get fit, it's to stay fit and healthy for as long as possible. So with that being said, let's go into the most important food type, which is going to be single ingredient whole foods. So single ingredient whole foods are things like steak, eggs, chicken, rice, potatoes, fruits, vegetables, things that are unprocessed by human hands. Now, if you're seeing this in another country other than the United States, you might not have as much to worry about. Here in the US, we do the worst job in the world of keeping pesticides, chemicals, hidden sugars, and plastics and dyes out of our foods. We don't have the protections that most other modern countries have. And the reason for that, I won't get into in this video, but I will simply say that anything that is processed by human hands is going to be a pretty inferior product to anything else that you guys can get your hands on that's a single ingredient whole food that comes from nature or from an animal. Okay, now that is being said, I won't get into the organic or not organic debate because I think at least here in the US, most things that say organic are really not. But if you can find a local farm where you can get your meat, fruits, or vegetables from, you'll be in very good shape. Just make sure that they don't use dangerous chemicals on the food. Okay, now that we have that done, so what do all of these pesticides, chemicals, hidden sugars, plastics, dyes, what do they do to your body? Well, one thing is they cause something called inflammation. That inflammation goes around your joints, especially as you get older. Knee pain, lower back pain, shoulder pain. This is why so many people have turned to various forms of supplements, peptides, medications, always with a doctor's supervision, guys, to try to help them reduce the terrible inflammation that they have from the food here. So if you're concentrating on the types of food first, that's the types of food that you need to eat. It's also very easy to calculate calories and macronutrients because tracking those if you're trying to get to a weight loss goal or a muscle gain goal is much easier when you can simply weigh an 8-ounce steak than it is to put processed lunch meat onto a food scale and hope that the company that cares nothing about your health has actually processed it in the manner that's on the package. So that's the first thing. Second thing is let's talk about the macronutrients and the types of calories that you could have. Well, there's really 4 types that you need to concern yourself with. One is protein. Protein is the most important nutrient for your body. Protein is thermogenic. Nobody ever got fat from eating too much protein. And in fact, I've even had many clients and I've coached at this point I'm quite old now, guys. I've coached over 3,400 people in my lifetime in fitness. And the folks that even are in a calorie deficit and are like, man, still hungry at night, Matt, really want to keep to my macros though to get to my goal, what should I do? I'll tell them, go have some protein. A lot of times they wake up the next morning even leaner. So even going over on your calories with protein, especially if you've been lifting hard and heavy, your body will eat that up. We'll turn it into muscle. We'll turn it into recovery. And protein is thermogenic, meaning that it takes your body a lot of calories to use it properly, which is very good for you. Your body has to rip a steak apart in your stomach and distribute it for 3 hours to get the nutrients everywhere. If you eat something with sugar, it's in your bloodstream almost instantly, especially corn syrup or man-made sugars that are no good for you whatsoever, guys. So really try to stick to protein as your main nutrient. Now, you also need fat. You need fat to be at least 30% of the calories in your diet. The reason is that fat is very important for hormone signaling and hormone production. If you don't have enough fat, your joints will hurt. You'll have low energy. You will have a low sex drive. You'll not be able to perform in that manner. And it's just very important for your overall health. So then that leaves carbohydrates. Now, the human body doesn't actually need carbohydrates. It doesn't mean it can't use them. It doesn't mean that they're bad, but it doesn't need them. You can live on steak alone, as many people that are out here are doing right now. You can live on eggs alone, or steak and eggs alone, as many people are out here doing that are being on the carnivore diet. And so is it necessary to just eat protein and fat? Of course not. There's nothing wrong with carbohydrates as long as you use them towards your goal and not against yourself, meaning processed carbohydrates, not great, but carbohydrates in the form of sugars that come from natural sources like fruits and potatoes, much more easy for your body to process, guys. So potatoes really are a very underrated food for weight loss. They're very voluminous. They're the most satiety reaching food, which means that that potatoes, out of all foods that make you the hungriest, are the least hungry, the longest for the amount of calories in them. So you can eat potatoes and it will really nuke your appetite. Very good for people on a diet. So just how you prepare them. If you add a bunch of butter and sour cream and garbage to them, then it's going to be a problem, especially processed butter. So grass-fed is a little bit different, but that's a different discussion. So what we're really talking about is just really realize that trying to eat a balanced diet is not a bad thing in any way. Don't listen to these idiots that tell you have to eat nothing but meat. They tell you that carbs are bad. Carbohydrates, especially for athletes, especially before and after workout times, are fantastic for your body and performance. If you eat a bagel, a cup of oatmeal, an apple and a banana, any of these things before you go to the gym, you'll feel great. You'll have energy. You'll get a good pump in your workout. There's nothing wrong with them. Don't let anybody tell you that there is. And despite the fact that people say things like fruit has sugar, nobody ever got fucking fat from eating fruit, guys. Come on. It's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. What they're talking about, though, is that if you're in a limited number of carbohydrates, let's say that you're on 150 carbohydrates a day because you're on a diet, just for an example. It's not a recommendation. If you're on that and you're eating a lot of that as fruit, it's not going to satisfy your appetite. That's why people tell you to be careful with fruit, not because there's anything inherently wrong with fruit, but I can eat an apple and be hungry again 30 minutes later. So that's why fruit alone as the main carbohydrate source is not great when it comes to satisfying your hunger. Now, if what a lot of us are on, peps like terzaretta, and you've already quieted your appetite and food noise down, then it's not a problem. But for the rest of us out there that are not using that stuff, it will really make a difference to focus on things that stay with your stomach for a long time. Okay, so that being said, really eating whole foods, concentrating on protein, and staying in a calorie deficit, which you can do easily for free with an app like MyFitnessPal. Just buy like a $14 food scale off of Amazon, and then there's no problem for you guys in the future in order to simply weigh your food out. It takes about a week to get really good at it, and then after that, it's like a 2-second process every time you eat. It's very fast. You get it. There's nothing to it. And once you realize how easily it actually is to manipulate your body weight, once you learn to control your calories with calorie counting, you won't think this is so hard or so complicated anymore. It's hard and complicated because we're eating all these foods that are full of hidden bullshit that's horrible for us, that make the food taste way better than food is even supposed to taste. And then we get addicted to it and we want it all the time. That's why when you eat, an Oreo or a Dorito, you can't just eat one and walk away. You don't ever eat an apple and say, fuck, man, I really need another apple. That was so good. You don't, do you? But if you eat one Oreo or one nacho cheese Dorito, good fucking luck stopping and not eating another one. It is some self-control that I don't have that. So I just try not to have it around. And if I eat it, it's a one-off. Had to have some fucking Oreos and milk tonight. There you go. So you guys start to see how everybody has just ridiculously overcomplicated this whole process. And the intent of this video is not to bash any type of food company, anything else. And I like fast food and treats and snacks and all those delicious things I mentioned just as much as the next person. However, if your goal is to be fit, to be lean, to be healthy, to have a goal physique, or to feel a certain way or not feel a certain way anymore, then it's going to be important that you understand that you don't have to live this life being inflamed all the time, being overweight all the time. If that's not your interest, if you don't mind carrying some extra luggage, it's not my business. That's your prerogative. I minded it because it made me feel horrible. I minded it because it contributed to my depression. I minded it because I never liked the way I look and couldn't fit in the clothes that I wanted and was embarrassed in certain public situations like going to the pool or going to the beach with family or friends. So you can say, oh, well, you're a man. Why do you care about that? You're a dad. I'm still a human being. I still want to look my best. I still want to feel my best, just like all of you do. And so stay away from processed foods. Eat single ingredient whole foods. Season them the way that you like. Learn to season things without added sugar in a healthy way. And the worst foods that you can eat for yourself are fried food. It used to be fried food was the worst food that you could eat for yourself. Now it's fast food. Fast food is composed primarily, unless you're talking about a company like In-N-Out that really has ridiculously stringent good standards on what they will allow in their products and is very transparent about what makes up their products. The more common fast food places are absolutely full of every kind of chemical and filler and not actual food product you can imagine. Stuff that we use to preserve all kinds of chemicals and other things are in the food products in fast food. So you ever really wonder where all your weight gain come from? It's probably from fast food and from processed food, guys. Because if you look back even to the 70s, before they came out with this food pyramid garbage where they told you to eat no more than 1 to 2 servings of meat a day and to eat 11 grains per day. Flip that pyramid upside down, because that is when all the food companies started to be able to lobby and get all the garbage put into our food and to tell people that fat was bad and that sugar, particularly corn syrup, was good. And that's why you looked at our parents or grandparents and those folks ate butter, bacon, lard, eggs, steaks, whole milk, and they were not overweight. And we eat far less healthy calories than them. And everyone in our country is overweight, and we're the most overweight country in the world. This is why. It's the processed food, it's the fast food. Stay away from it, guys. So, hope this video helped some of you guys that might be struggling. This is just one of the many steps on your journey. I've got 1,200 videos across all my pages on social media trying to help people get healthy and get weight off and look and feel their best. And I've got a ton of them right here on YouTube that anybody go into and walk on cardio, on lifting, on anything else. So the information is there. I've got your back the whole way. As long as I can make these videos, I will. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Give me some love so that you see the next one come up. We'll see you guys in the next one.